Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer neuen Folge von Let's Play Shadowrun Dragonfall. Wir sind hier immer noch auf dem Kreuzbazar und schauen uns hier mal ein wenig um. Cyberklinik, also das Cyberkrankenhaus sozusagen. Dr. Xavier Excable. As you approach the elf, you notice that he's in mid-conversation. His lips move rapidly and his voice comes out in a low, quiet tone. The glossy plastic shell of a high-grade comlink glints on his whiz. Listen to his conversation. Doing your best to look uninterested, you lean in slightly and strain your ears. You find that you can make out the doctor end of the conversation. No, the price I'm quoting you is more than fair. Well below market value in fact. If you can't pay it, that's your problem. Yes, I know that the price is going up. This is a seller's market. Well then, you'll just have to find the money or go without. I'm sorry, but I have to go. I have a patient. He presses a button on his comlink and looks up at you, $1 million smile on his face. Sorry about the wait, my friend. Welcome to the Cyberklinik. He extends his hands to you. I'm Dr. Xavier Excable, and your name is? Deadly Angel. A pleasure. Pleased to meet you, Deadly Angel. What can I do for you today? I need Cyberware. Brauche ich die? So, wir können uns ja voll pumpen mit allem, was wir wollen, da wir ja als Rigger keine Magie verwenden. Data Jack. Requiem for Riggers and Deckers and those that want to use a Smartling Weapon. Muss mal irgendwie gucken, was Smartling Weapon heißt. Ice. Adds 2% to hit. With Spice and Infiltration. Okay, das ist jetzt nicht so. Eye Data Jack und Vision Magnificent Eyes. Body. Aris Dermal Plating Basic. Aris Basic Demal Armor Plating implies add +1 to armor. And Shadow's bone lacing plastic. Shadow's Provis covers your bones with hard plastic as +1 to body. Ich glaube sogar besser eigentlich. Introduction Data Check. Useful for deckers and riggers who don't want to sacrifice valuable headwear space. Cyber Tech Cyber Basic. Silver's Technology Basic Replacement. Limited adds +6 HP. Oh. Right Arm kann ich genau dasselbe. As Technology Cyber Leg Basic. Basic yet powerful metal machine replacement for your legs. Add +8 AP and +1 Quickness. Da sollte ich vielleicht echt mal drüber nachdenken. Weil das kostet halt sehr viel. Mal schauen. Aber die Beine turnen mich schon an. So. Slimmy. Reden wir auch noch mit ihr hier. Warming herself in the dim light of dying street lamp, it's a wave of a girl who looks too worn for her years. The Mother Superior. She says there will be 7 for me to care for. I need to see to them. 7 what? What do you have to care for? The Captain Children's. The Mother Superior says there are 7. She says them to be the governors of the children. You notice a chipjack poking up beneath the young woman's unruly hair. The wasted look in her eyes marks her as likely BTL junkie, lost between reality and any numbers of better-than-life virtual contacts. I need money to get back to them. Ach, BTLs, das sind wie gesagt diese Better-than-Life-Chips. Und die kann man sich irgendwie, ja, einstecken, sagen wir es mal so. Und dann durchlebt man irgendeine virtuelle Realität, irgendeine Geschichte, je nachdem, was man sich ausgesucht hat. Und das macht einem halt verdammt high und auch sehr süchtig. Da hatten wir im letzten Teil auch einen großen Konflikt mit diesen BTL-Firmen. This story sounds familiar. Captain Von Trapp is very well known and respected. The poor dear loss of his wife and the children their mother. A child should be not without a mother, and a mother should not without a child. Have you seen the captain? Look, do you know Monica? Monica? Is she one of the sisters at the Abbey? No, wait. Monica. A flicker of recognition lights through the haze in the young woman's eyes. Yes, Monica. She's good to me. Brings me food to eat and tea drinks. Something happened to her. But the woman persists in delirium. She seems to glean meaning from your tone. She died? I'm sorry, she did. The girl grips her head with her claw-like hands, tugging at her hair as if she might pull her brain out through her skull. I don't like this, but I can't switch it off. The girl's frail body shudders and her eyes grow large, but she does not sob. Instead, she smiles a sad smile, which looks to have been worn all too often. She will go to heaven. She told me it's a place for good people, stillborn babies and childhood pets, and she was a good person. The girl then begins to mumble to herself while fingering the hair that covers the check in her head. I'm going to step away now. Yes, good. I need to rejoin the children. Ich weiß nicht immer, ob ich Mitleid mit diesen Leuten habe, weil eigentlich tun sie mir leid. Andererseits denke ich mir, die haben sich das ja ausgesucht, dass sich so ein Phone rings. Gehen wir mal ran. It's an old obsolete phone booth. It's ringing. Pick up the receiver. A monotone pitch-adjusted voice begins to speak almost immediately. The Shadowrun writer's contact for keys is no more. Deadly Angel is listed as follow-up contact. This is our only secured line to keys. Please listen to the following instruction carefully if you are a supporter of our cause. Continue listening. We have phone booths in the strategic locations throughout the city. Within each one you may find a request posted for specific information. If you can obtain a copy of this information, return here and submit it via the port below the receiver. We will verify the authenticity of the information remotely and post an undoctored copy of it onto the matrix ourselves. It's our stated goal for this information to remain free to all. However, you will be compensated for so after information returned to its location. The line goes silent. I'll keep an eye out. The line remains silent and we hang up the receiver. Okay, wir sollen nach irgendwelchen Data suchen. Statue. A bizarre monument towers before you. At the top of the pedestal, the form of an angel stands. It outstretches wings looming over the small park. But the material is strange and uneven, giving the statue a cold Frankenstein-esque appearance. It appears that the artist has welded his monument together from various metal scraps and pieces of junk. As you approach, a small grimy monitor at the base of the statue flickers dimly to life. The grainy face of smug young orc appears on screen. Hello there, I'm Herbert Künzel, the creator of this monument. What would you like to know? Press the first key, statue name. This is my tribute to victory, the victory of anarchy. It is both a citation and a parody of the statue we destroyed some 20 years ago. You may remember, it's from the history treats as a Siegessäule or Goldesel. Press the second key, installation history. Isn't it obvious? The Siegessäule, a monument to the harbors of the Prussian state, gets blown to bits. So someone takes a lot of bits and builds a monument to harbors of anarchy. I mean, what more is here to say? Press the third key, about the artist. I am the visionary Herbert Künzel from the Lindwürmer. You might know me from... Okay, well, there isn't much I know for yet. But I intend to change that. All art is born from misery after all. Step away from the statue. Very interessant, nicht? War eigentlich sogar ziemlich uninformativ. Aber egal. Auf jeden Fall ziemlich groß, dieser Kreuzbazar hier. Sind auf jeden Fall einige mehr NPCs eingefügt worden. Die hier einfach mal rumstehen. Okay. Ich glaube, jetzt sind wir auch einmal durch in der Stadt gewesen. Das Safe House, da will ich jetzt eben nicht hin. Hier. Café irgendwas. Café Chesvi. Ich sag ja Chesvi dazu. Das ist bestimmt falsch, aber mir egal. Wen haben wir hier? Jan Goldschmidt. Hello, my friend. The voice that comes from the man in the chair is as ominous as his owner, a deep, booming roar, dripping with unstrained mirth. A fine day for a Soikav, yes? Yes, it certainly is a beautiful... From the back of the store, the voice of the shopkeep cuts you off. Don't mind the fool in the chair. He roars like a traumatized walrus, stewing all day in his own sweat. The man behind the bar glares at Goldschmidt, his upper lip curled in disgust. I tolerate him only because he takes the Soikav by the bucket. Goldschmidt responds with a raucous belly laugh. Apparently, he finds the shopkeeper insults to be hilarious. Ah, Altug, meine Freundin, you are as quick-witted and sharp-tongued as ever I bow to you. If you wouldn't Once again, the shopkeeper cuts in. To bow to me, you would first have to vacate your chair. The shopkeeper claps his hands together, clasping them in front of his chest. I shall summon a team of determined young men and an ox to assist with the task. With luck, you will be under your feet by nightfall. Goldschmidt smiles up at you, his small eyes glittering. Enough of the senseless bickering. You have approached me for a reason, yes? Tell me, what can young Goldschmidt do for you? Something bad is going to happen if he doesn't stop interrupting me. Oh, don't mind our dear Altug. Yes, he is a peevish man, but his ire was not directed at you. Goldschmidt grins up at you from his overstuffed chair. I have the distinction of being the sole target Altug's rage and derision. Is a badge that I delight in wearing. Why did you put up those insults? Don't you have any pride? I put up with them because they amuse me. The fact that they amuse me infuriates my dear friend Altug, who in turn hurls more insults. Goldschmidt raises his Soikav cup in a salute. And thus the cycle continues. It's 2 years now that I've been your customer, yes, Altug? 2 years of Soikavs and strained pathetic patience, yes? I remain happy and Altug makes money, an ideal business relationship. That's all sound perfectly healthy that you care, Jan. Goldschmidt gives you a deep nod, his jaws quivering. Until next time, my friend. Okay, dann reden wir mal mit Altug. The man behind the counter looks right past at you and the dog following close behind. Dante, I will fetch his water dish and perhaps a coffee for a friend here. Soikav black. The Turk looks disgusted. Very well, a Soikav, he says to himself. The man behind the counter has a broad smile and opened the manner of a classic Turkish street vendor. Welcome, honored Efendim, welcome, and how can Burak Ghazi serve you today? You would like a cup of coffee, perhaps? Coffee as in real coffee, not Soikav? Yes, you're individual for a refined taste. I offer genuine bean coffee from my native Turkey. The cave owner looks you in the eye. The tone of his voice grows low and serious. This is a top-shelf item, my friend, and not for the general public. Only for those few discerning conjurers who can probably appreciate it. I think of the sort who can appreciate it. Tell me about the Turkish coffee. It is hand-picked by my family in Turkey, a true delicious of the sixth world. This was considering a luxury even before the awakening, when bean coffee was everywhere, every street corner, the stay. Burgundy leans in close, lowering his voice to a conspirational whisper. Long hours in the shop have perfumed his body with a comely sentence of coffee, incense, and applaud tobacco. Trust me, if your coffee experience has been limited to Soikav, you must not deny yourself in this opportunity. You will see God. Alright, you sold me. How much? This is a special item delivered at some cost. I cannot part with it for less than 15 huyen a cup. Pay the man. Deal. Oh, mission item added Turkish coffee. Very good. Bokazi hands you a ceramic travel cup, which he then fills to bring the dark swimming liquid. The scent is intoxicating. Is there anything more that I can get you? Paul Amsel, send a cigar. When you hear Amsel's name, the Turk voice lowers, his accent becomes less exaggerated. His eyes takes on a knowing look. Very good. Please express to her Amsel my appreciation of this patronage. If he needs any more catering jobs, seen to it in the future, I'm always happy to provide. He tells me you're developing the menu for a friend of his now, Mr. Herr Winters, I believe. I want to hear all about it. Yes, of course. Oh, wise one. Come. A young woman bustles in front of the back room. Her gum chewing is loud enough to hear over the noise of the coffee jinners. Buragazi spits something out in the rapid-fire Turkish. As you wish, uncle. I will see to it right away. Kami offers you a shy grin, snaps her gum, and hurries back into the room that she came from. My girl Kami is arranging to make contact with the chef as we speak. This will likely take some time. My chef is a busy man. While we wait, I wonder if you would be so kind as to run a small errand for me. A trifle, really. I hate to trouble you. I am embarrassed to even ask, but I would be most appreciative of your help. What is this trifle? Altugs' voice lowers to nearly a whisper. The errand is simply hardly worthy of you. I've installed a number of data taps to Berlin's fiber optic network, a part of my civic duty. Do you understand? These taps provide free matrix access for all who live in the Kreuzbazaar. In order to maintain their, their normality, each test protocol buffers must be reset every few days. I simply wish for you to visit each data tab and reset it. Yeah. Simple enough. Yes, it's a simple job. Time consuming and a bit tedious perhaps, but it's simple. Just reset the tabs and come back when you are finished. There should be 3 of them scattered around his neighborhood. The first one is just outside. Look for a metal box with yellow arrows painted atop it. By the time of your return, I should have information here answer requests. Flush the Datapad. 3 Stück. Brauchen wir. So. Wie ich mich kenne, werde ich mich total doof anstellen, diese zu finden. Na? Hätte ich halt vorher gewusst, dass wir uns sowieso in der Stadt umschauen müssen wegen den Datapads dann. Altes sozusagen. Nee, altes nicht unser Hotspot-Anzeige. Komisch. Wo haben wir denn hier was? Muss ja irgendwie damit interagieren können. Ah. Da haben wir was. Reset Datapad. This data tabs protocol buffer is now reset. Sehr schön. Hier noch irgendwie was? Nee. Vielleicht bei der Statue, weil die bis jetzt auch noch keine große Bewandtnis hatte. Damit. Okay, das sind immer solche Dinger. Ja, das hatten wir schon. Step away. Reset Datapad. Die Frage ist, wo habe ich jetzt eins übersehen? Weiß ja jetzt, wie die aussehen. Lane, ja, mit dem habe ich schon geredet. Was? Renew Import Shop. Okay, da war ich noch gar nicht drin. Da gehe ich auch mal rein. Oh doch, natürlich war ich da drin. Mein Fehler. Hier war wirklich nix. Das ist schon außerhalb irgendwelcher Grenzen. Ich hätte gerne meinen Timer wieder gesehen. Ja, so ist gut. Na, wo haben wir denn noch was? Ach, jetzt ist sie komplett außen rumgelaufen. Na, wo haben wir denn den letzten? Das hatten wir ja schon. Friseur. Da müsste ich vielleicht selber auch mal wieder hin, aber das tut gerade nicht zur Sache. Da hatten wir einen. Hä, wo ist denn der letzte? Bin ich irgendwie doof? Bitte keine ehrlichen Antworten. Hä? Ich bin so blind. Kann man denn so blind sein? Das Safe House, ja. Was ist hier drin? Ne. Menu Board. Wollen wir auch mal anschauen. Special today is the Caramel Soy Cap. Interessant. Aber wenn denn jetzt den letzten... Das letzte Data-Teil. Okay, da geht's nicht lang. Das habe ich doch auch schon alles abgesucht. Komisch. Da. Oh, sag mal, ich bin so blind. Da ist es doch. As you are resetting the data tab, you notice that someone has duct taped a small home-end receiver to the system. An earplug dangles from the receiver. Put the earplug in your ear. The sound of a heavy machinery takes it difficult to hear the words that are being spoken. After a moment, you find you can make out two distinct voices, a nasal woman who sounds like a heavy smoker and a man who speaks in high-pitched brassy tone. XXX just heard Monica, we need to verify. Good for us. Continue listening. A sound like a conveyor belt starting adds to the noise of machinery, and you can't make out anything else until it comes to a top at a minute. Think on that step? Wait, isn't ready to make a move yet. To be patient. See you step up. Could be someone more. Continue listen. More conveyor belts start out. All you can hear is the sound of a machinery. Continue listening. Some sort of motorized vehicle starts up, drowning out everything else. A bell rings loudly again and again. It sounds like a telephone. You hear the sound of a door slamming shut, and the noise of a machinery is suddenly muffled. There's a rattle of plastic and the ringing stops. The woman's voice can be heard again in a sing-song tone. Guten Tag, how may I help you? Silence. The tone changes, become more businesslike. I heard. Silence. Yes, he knows. I told him I wasn't to make a move yet. Silence. What do you think I am, an idiot? The council needs to meet again. Silence. I know, getting everyone in the same room is challenging. Getting them to agree on a course of action is going to be even more challenging. From my perspective, the Crotch Bazaar was only stable because of her. If she really is out of the way, well, see, won't we? Silence. Yeah, I know. What can I say? Things go slow in the flux sometimes. You hear the sound of a door opening again and the cacophony of machinery fills in the line. You can make anything more now. Walk away. Interessant. Ich würde aber sagen, hier beende ich auch diese Folge. Diese Aufnahmesession bestand irgendwie rein aus Dialogen. Aber egal. Ich hoffe, es hat trotzdem Spaß gemacht zuzuschauen. Und ich sage jetzt erstmal Tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal, wenn es wieder als Let's Play Shadowrun Returns. Und bis dahin, macht's gut.